All right, so I'm Tiara Frazier, and I am a mother of a 9-year-old son who is super active and athletic. And so, yeah, I had him at the age of 19, and we are now here. So,
That's cool. So my next question for you is, how do you balance being a mom and then making time for yourself? Your son is very active. I have two very active boys also, and a lot of my time is with them. We live at the YMCA. So how do you balance making time for yourself and being a mom?
it's been kind of harder just because I started doing the online business thing, but I've tried to wake up earlier in the mornings. I used to sleep in till about like 9 or 10 when I had my days off, and now I'm waking up at like 7 or 8 just to be able to have my time in prayer and then like read my Bible and then go forward towards my day and like write stuff down, and then I can go on about how I plan my day. But that's the only time I really get is just like in the morning time. So
Yeah, I can agree with you.
yeah.
Usually my day would consist of going to work,
Mm-hmm.
going to class, and going to the YMCA. So I totally understand that
Yeah.
you got to fit that time in.
Yeah, for
Great, you want to go?
myself, I definitely had to find time for myself, and I wasn't necessarily like a morning person initially. Like it was a struggle to adjust to that. When I had the kids, I slept when they slept. Okay, I'm trying to catch this in.
Yes.
That's right.
Like I slept when they slept. I got in.
Mhm.
I could like, Lord, hey, I'm tired here. Okay, I started to see a shift in, myself, my family, my household.
Mhm.
I took up time with God in the morning,
Right. Yeah.
in my commute to work, and just cutting out the music, cutting out the news
Yeah.
in the morning, and really just focusing on, him and I, and building that relationship.
Yes.
So it's definitely
Right.
a drastic shift and a change for me. But in the morning has been my time now. I value it so much.
Yes.
Like I don't go anywhere, I don't do anything until I really have that time with him. So that's been big.
Yeah.
So as a mother here, what has been the most challenging as you've walked this journey, as you've gone through? What's been the most challenging thing for you as a mother?
I think the most challenging thing was after having my son, just trying to find my purpose. Because once I had him, I was just kind of like in the middle of, do I go back to school or do I continue to work and provide for him? That was like the biggest thing that I struggled with, was just trying to find that, what is my purpose for being here? And so I didn't start to really understand what that was until I started, getting closer to God and really indulging in my Bible and learning who I am and what I'm supposed to be as a woman. And so that was the most challenging thing, because I started seeing other women and other people that were excelling in life and doing things that I wanted to, to do. And so that was my biggest thing. And I just felt like it wasn't until I started, praying and fasting and really connecting with God, and I learned, everybody has their season. And so I couldn't compare myself to other people, other women. I started to really just know that this is what my thing, or what my calling is supposed to be, is going to be for me, and God is going to reveal that in his timing. So that was really what I struggled with.
That's good, Tiara. You said a mouthful right there. That's good. Really?
Definitely. I struggle with that a lot too, and I know that as women,
Yeah.
I can relate. I had my children at 19 as well, and
Yes.
I didn't come out I was like, okay, I didn't get blessed with one, Lord, I got blessed with two. Okay, now
Yes.
what am I supposed to do? And
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so grateful for my children. I really am. But
Yes.
I quickly went into mom mode, and I forgot what
Right.
was. I forgot who she was.
Exactly.
What my purpose was here. And I said, okay, God, you've given me them, but I also know you've given me a purpose. You've also given me a plan. So through this, okay,
Absolutely.
how can I find this out? And just like you said, through learning more about him, I've learned who I am, and what I'm supposed to do. And that has
Right.
been, like I said, a whole complete shift in my family, for myself. So I completely agree.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd agree too.
So good.
So, as a mom, Tiara, we wear many hats, so many different hats. We do. So, if you had to define motherhood in 3 words, just three, I know it's kind of hard, but what 3 words would you choose?
Um, Motherhood. I would, so I've been on Proverbs a lot lately, but I do believe that as a woman, she is the overseer of her household. And so, like, when I'm, praying or at night or in the morning time, I'm really praying just for the house in general. Like that God covers us and protects us. And then I'm
Mm-hmm.
praying over my child because that's the only time I get. And so I definitely believe that as a mother, you're the overseer, you're also the helpmeet to the provider, and then we are the cleaning and the cooking and just making sure that everything is intact
In
here at
order.
home in
Mm-hmm.
order, So I don't know how to like put those in 3 words, but those are the three main things that I believe that is like so big with the way that I am as a mother. Is just making sure that I'm showing him that as a woman, this is what we do. We cook and we clean. And we also help, with the provider. And I definitely try to show him that I can be there for him as well, like playing and being there, attending at all his games and things like that. So I think it's just, there's a multiple of things. But
That's awesome. And it's hard. I think when we think about motherhood, it's like I can think about love. I'm a provider. I'm a cook. I'm a cleaner. I'm a
yeah.
maid. There's so many words that we could do to describe it. So I know that was challenging, but I think that's great. Like speaking on Proverbs, like that is a great place to be and great place to look to see if you're lost, if you're struggling to figure out like who am I supposed to be as a woman? Like Proverbs,
Right.
that's a great place to find it out. So
Yes, that has been my like go-to because I've been so stuck and I've been doing different devotionals on the Proverbs and the purpose and
Mm-hmm.
as a woman, those are like my go-to hits right there.
what advice you walked this journey, you've gone through it, where you're at this point, you look back, what advice could you give to other mothers that could help them along the way?
So I know for sure that without my support system, um, I wouldn't be where I am today. So that was one of the biggest things is that I wanted to be able to give back to the women that didn't have what I had, like my mother and my father and my sister and brother who were able to really, help me with my son Jaden. So if you can find someone who is going to be able to like push you into your purpose and instill in you the good things of the word and people that are actually for you and your child, if you can find someone to support you, that is going to make a big difference in how you go about molding your child. And I think that's so big is just having that support because when it's not easy, like you're going to have times where you're wanting to just give it all up or you're going to have bills that are overflowing because I've been there.
Yeah.
So it's tough, to do it on your own, but just having that support and finding someone that you can link with and talk to and trust. I think that's the biggest thing. Like one of the biggest advices I could give is just having someone that you can really, really trust to let, all of those things out. And also joining a church home, that's going to be another big thing that's going to be able to help you with molding and helping and raising your children because they're able to also give you what you need spiritually because I think it's the big deal to be whole as a person,
Yes.
spiritually, mentally, physically. You want all of those emotionally, and you can't do that and you can't raise your child without having those factors in place. So yeah, I think those are the two things, just having support and joining a great church home to get you where you need to be.
I couldn't agree with you more, honestly. Honestly, because as a single mom, my mom and my sisters and my family has been my
Yes.
biggest support with allowing me to go back to school,
Yeah.
I didn't think I could do it because I'm like,
Right.
how? I got 2 kids. How am I going to do this? But because they were able to be there and help me and push me
Right.
along the way. Also, Brittany, she's my person that I call, I
Yeah.
lean on. And so having a support system is major. It's key.
Yeah, for sure.
It is key. So our last question, we're almost
Mhm.
done. You know, our
Yeah.
blog is called BFF Blog, Boldly, Freely, and Faithfully Living Through Christ. So
Mhm.
we want to know, in what ways are you boldly, freely, and faithfully living in Christ?
Oh my goodness. So I am at a point in my life where I felt like before I started getting into the word and really figuring out who I am supposed to be, I was super quiet. I didn't want to talk about anything. I was just like in my little box, and I was like, hey, I don't have to share anything with anyone, like what's between me and God is between me and God. But it wasn't until I started, manifesting things and opening my mouth and really talking about, what God has done for me and sharing testimonies and connecting with different people. It wasn't until then that I started seeing changes in my life. And so that's how I'm trying to go forward, is just being open, even when I'm nervous or even when I'm like, I don't want to do it. I know that God has really called me to do and talk to other women who maybe have gone through what I've gone through. And so just being bold about opening your mouth and sharing the goodness of God, that's what we're here for. We're supposed to be here to, share and for him to get the glory out of our lives. And so that's what I'm following his lead. Whatever he's called me to do, I'm going to try to do it without being, shy or timid about it. I'm just gonna, go forward with it. So even today, this is right here. I wouldn't have even imagined, because I'm such a shy person. But this is a part of, what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm truly grateful.
Well, we are grateful, and thank you for allowing us to take up some of your time.
Yes, for
Share
sure.
with us. It's been great. It's a blessing. You look good. This is awesome.
Thank you.
So,
Y'all do too. I cannot believe we're
thank you.
here.
Yeah, and
I
like you
know.
said, it's a full circle, and I think
It is.
I appreciate you so much, because I know sometimes it's uncomfortable, but I've learned in
Yeah.
those times when I was uncomfortable, because I'm just like you. I'd rather be in my own little space, my own
Right.
Me too.
little
Me too.
I don't need all of that. Like, just, let me stay over here in my little corner.
Yes.
I'm good. But I think it's really important, like I said before, is that we connect and we are able to share with each other. Like, girl, I've been struggling.
Right.
Okay, what you
Right.
do this by ourselves? Okay, like, it's really that serious, and I think it will literally change some of the things that we've had to struggle
It
through
will.
on, and hopefully, and our mission is really to hopefully that that other women can see that, and what? Okay, they're doing it.
Yep.
So can we? Or they did that.
Yeah.
What? I'm gonna make some different decisions. I'm not gonna connect myself
Right.
like that. I don't really know you like that. So I think with those conversations, I think that's our prayer, that's our mission, that these things will begin
Yes.
in our homes, in our community, and so that they begin to really break some, generational curses over some people's lives.
Yes. Amen.
We appreciate you, and thank you so much for with this love.
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. Thank you for thinking about me. I'm so happy about what y'all doing. I definitely support it. So
Thank you.
Let us know what we can do to support you as well. I love what you're doing.
Yes.
I don't have a stomach just yet, trying, but
I know.
love to, I'm getting online to get me to ordering a little waist snack. Okay,
yes. Listen, I have the same little stomach pouch here, but those waist beads will snatch you and they'll get you right, because that's what they're for. They help you manage your waist. So don't think that you gotta have your stomach tight before you buy them. So
disclaimer.
Love it.
Put that out there. The stomach ain't got to be all the way right just yet. Okay?
Right.